Hey guys, Mr. 3D Hero here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the devotion and this recent nerf it's just introduced, and my general opinions and thoughts on it. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So the devotion is pretty much just like the hemlock in a way, that it was considered a cancer in the community. People would whinge and complain constantly about how broken the weapon was. And I do agree with them of how broken the weapon was, considering that it had literally no weaknesses. Now, if we compare it to the Spitfire is good in up close and medium range situations. At longer distances though, that's where it tends to fail, and the recoil on the weapon kicks in, making it a bit more hard to control and precisely aim at your target. But now, the Devotion was a heavy machine gun that was too good. Now, I can understand you can have a good, an alright, and a great weapon, but this weapon was too great of a weapon. It had no weaknesses. It was able to compete against practically every weapon in every category. It was even considered a weapon that could, out-snipe a sniper. And that's something that should be confused, well, not confused, but more slightly at ease about. A weapon that's capable of having no weaknesses and capable of destroying teams within a short amount of time, and pretty much when it ramps up quickly and kills you within 2 to 3 bursts. That shouldn't exist whatsoever. So, after so many months of complaining, so many months of tears, saltiness and whinging from the community, the weapon finally got nerfed. But my general opinions on the weapon now is that it doesn't feel nerfed that much. It still feels too good. Now, hear me out when I say this. They mentioned that one of the nerfs they mentioned on the weapon is that at longer distances, it's going to have a damage drop off. And when you do fire it off, so when you start to wind up, it does have a recoil kick. And if you fire it for, say, pretty much a long time, the weapon starts to recoil. The recoil starts to bounce a bit more, and it makes it so your shots not all your shots will connect with the target. The problem with this though is that this doesn't feel like that. The one thing I have noticed is that yes, there is a kick, but the kick for the wind up isn't even that long or even that noticeable. I'm still able to take out people within a quick amount of time, either long, medium, or long distances. And taking out targets from long areas, it's still capable of out-sniping a sniper. Even though, yes, you do have to fire a bit longer, you can still take out a person from long distances firing the weapon. And I believe that that shouldn't be the case still. It feels too powerful still. It still has literally little to no disadvantages. That shouldn't be the case for a heavy machine gun. A heavy machine gun should always have, say, either a long wind-up time, or it overheats, or it's capable, or it has too much recoil or something. This weapon, it doesn't have none of that, and it still feels too powerful. Like, if you watch the clip, and I will pretty much halfway through shut up and let you watch the rest of the clip, you will see how well I'm still doing the weapon. And you can see how much I pretty much dominate with the weapon, to the point of where I'm capable of, coming first, and taking out players from extremely long distances, and not even giving them time to, react and fight back. That shouldn't be the case. I feel kind of disappointed in Respawn in this, because it doesn't feel that nerfed. It still feels too powerful. What they should have done overall was basically nerf the ramp up time. Make it so that its ramp up time isn't so quickly. Make it so that its ramp up time takes maybe a few more seconds. Number 2, maybe make the recoil actually noticeable. When I fire the weapon for so long, alright, I can understand in close range and medium range situation, I'll be able to shred people, that's fine. But people at longer distances, they shouldn't be getting killed within 2 to 3 shots. Because even though they said that at long distances there's a damage drop off, it doesn't feel that way. And with the added recoil as well, to make it so that the weapon isn't as accurate as it is at longer distances, that's not even the case either. Now, if they can apply those things there to make it so that the weapon is good in close to medium range situations, but terrible at longer distances unless they tap or burst, then yes, I would definitely agree that the weapon got nerfed. But this weapon here still feels too powerful. And I think that because it still feels too powerful, and when many players find out that the weapon hasn't been nerfed that much, people will go off onto the forums, onto videos like Twitch or YouTube, give their humble opinions on it, and probably agree with me and say that the weapon still feels too powerful. Now, for example, the Hemlock, that Hemlock does feel like it's been nerfed, and I can totally see the difference in how powerful it is. From being a 1-shot, it's now a 2 to 3 shot. And I feel like the aim assist on that weapon is a bit lower down, and I'm completely fine with how the Hemlock is now. It'll probably be less used, but I will still use it. It's still fun, and it's still one of my most favourite weapons. But the Devotion still feels too powerful. Like I said, it literally has no weaknesses, and I really hope that many other players make it a focal to Respawn and say to them that we need to talk about the Devotion, and we need to personally look at the Devotion and to what we can properly nerf about it. In general, all I can say is if they can add more recoil to the weapon so that it's good in up close and medium situations but terrible at longer distances, I'll be fine. All I can say is that I don't want Respawn to nerf the weapon as they did to the Volt, because the Volt, although still playable, it still feels too weak to use overall, and for an SMG like that used to be one of the best weapons, it's not even usable. So that's the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it, as I give my humble opinions, and I will be doing more of these in the nearby future. If you did like the content, then leave a like for more. If not, then leave a dislike. But thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon.